I'm unapologetic and I'm unwavering about it. Because when I see this woman, Oprah Winfrey, how do you as a black woman watch another black woman?
I'm unashamed and I'm steady about it since when I see this lady, Oprah Winfrey. How would you, as an individual of color, watch one more person of color be blamed dependent on clearly false? What I will not do is hush up. I won't disappear. I won't withdraw thus when she was offered an uncalled for bargain by Netflix. She chose to push back the offers, simply didn't check out, assuming we keep on tolerating these low offers anyway. Do we make it unique and roll out an improvement? I must shout out and stand. Yeah. And I must say it's glaringly unreasonable what was unjustifiable about it. She was offered $500,000 to do a Netflix exceptional a satire extraordinary. The issue is that different humorists like the Amy Schers of the world is that she's getting offered 1 million, like a portion of 1 million is still truckload of cash. However, at that point, when you figure out it's a portion of 1 million versus 11 million 50 penny claims, Oprah utilized Steve Harvey to debase Taraji P. Henson, who stood in opposition to Oprah treating her on purple set. Oprah evidently lashed out with Taraji for spreading cynicism, faulting her for this film industry flop. It's an untidy circumstance. Taraji P. Henson genuinely communicated that her complaints about inconsistent compensation weren't singular yet, resounded with various dark entertainers confronting a similar issue. Dissatisfaction filled her words as she featured the redundant idea of such objections among her kindred entertainers, feeling a sense of urgency to work widely because of deficient remuneration. She destroyed the discernment that her regular work compared to significant monetary benefits, expressing the math ain't mathing. The monetary strain escalated as she rose to fame, requiring employing an extensive group to deal with her vocation and public commitment in spite of the expanded costs related with keeping an expert group. Henson underlined that the business requests this cooperative exertion, revealing insight into the unpredictable and frequently testing monetary scene for entertainers in the limelight, focused on the monetary real factors of Hollywood, underscoring that detailed income frequently don't mirror the genuine pay because of significant derivations stalling the numerical. She featured how charges and group expenses fundamentally lessen a star's pay. The cost of steady renegotiations and the battle to keep up with her position left her inclination fatigue, scrutinizing the business's treatment regardless of her accomplishments. Ishman's disappointment mounted as she considered the effect on her rising gifts, communicating profound worry about her capacity to advocate for them when her own fights endure mournfully. She contemplated the reason for her endeavors in the event that she was unable to help report those emulating her example. In a weak second, Taraji P. Henson momentarily stopped spotting at her eyes and safeguarding them with her hand. As she wailed, pulling it together, she dug into the diligent difficulties she confronted. Featuring past experiences with studio chiefs excusing her for greater financial plan films by utilizing the reason that her tasks don't decipher abroad. This disclosure shed light on the foundational obstacles she went up against in the business, adding one more layer to her real-to-life conversation about the differences and snags she experienced all through her profession. I'm worn out on becoming aware of that my whole vocation. She expressed 20 or more years in the game, and I hear exactly the same thing. And I see how you help another creation, yet when now is the ideal time to step up to the plate. Bat for us. They need more cash, and I should grin and smile and bear it. Nothing more will be tolerated. Taraji P. Henson unveiled her need to enhance pay through sponsorships and non-acting dares to explore the difficulties of an industry that, whenever permitted, could negatively affect one's spirit. Resistant against the business potential effect, she declared her refusal to surrender to its tensions. Movie producer Basel came to Henson's guard, certifying her battles by describing his own encounters with studio pushback. He uncovered how leaders answered pompously to his ideas, accentuating the ludicrousness of laid-out abilities, trying out for jobs that ought to be natural. Uncovering the business fundamental obstacles, Taraji P. Henson had recently considered turning down Purple because of an unsuitable compensation, communicating trust that her position would rouse co-stars to dismiss the proposition or request better compensation. It stays hazy whether she at last acknowledged the job after a shift in perspective, or on the other hand, on the off chance that exchanges prompted superior pay. During a dramatic conversation, she uncovered that her movie star rate had not expanded Since 2018, E.S. Glad Mary, in spite of her proceeded with progress in projects like the series Domain and different lead movie jobs like 20 or more in the game, it makes me extremely upset it resembles each time you accomplish something truly unbelievable. It's practically similar to the business views at it as an accident, like a gracious that resembled some one-time thing, so you fall back to the base and you got to arrange and battle like the devil to get what you made the last time when where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in that frame of mind since Glad Mary and nearly needed to leave Variety Purple, yes mom, who got out whatever yes ma'am, yes mom, since you know consider the possibility that I don't stand firm. How am I making it simple for Rhapsody and Danielle and Hi and Felicia? Then what, why, for what reason am I doing this on the off chance that it's all only for me? What are you doing here? We are to support each other. God is extremely cunning. He put us this world and he made all of us appear to be unique. He made it convoluted. We want to sort it out and we can, and we are. You need to take a gander at the glasses half full. The entertainer has for some time been vocal about the relentless issue of pay variations influencing herself and individual dark entertainers in Hollywood, revealing insight into the continuous difficulties inside the business. In 2019, Tara G.P. Henson uncovered to assortment that she was at first offered a simple $100,000 for her job, and David Finer's the inquisitive instance of Benjamin Button, in spite of being third form after stars Brad Pitt and Kate Blanchett communicating disillusionment. She had expected a compensation nearer to $500,000 for a huge job in a major spending plan movie with elite entertainers and a rowdy chief dispute discussions. The studio simply consented to build her compensation to $150,000 for the gazing job, featuring the persevering issue of inconsistent pay in Hollywood. I'm not saying they shouldn't get what they're getting. I was requesting around 50% of $1 million. That is all there is to it. When I was doing Benjamin Button, I did not merit $1 million yet. She made sense of my craft. Out was all the while getting to know me. We assumed we requesting was fair for me. At the time I asked it for around 50% of $1 million. That is all there is to it, she added. And they gave me 100 considerations. Does that check out? I'm number 3 on the call sheet. Does that sound good to you? All I was asking was $500,000. That is all we were requesting. Even Viola Davis, an Oscar-winning entertainer, has straightforwardly tended to being come up short on and underestimated in Hollywood. Talking at the Dies on the Planet Salon occasion in Los Angeles with writer Tina Earthy-Colored Davis shed light on the restricted open doors she has experienced inside the business. She discusses the continuous difficulties looked by entertainers with regards to acknowledgement and fair pay. I have a profession that is likely tantamount to Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, Sigourney Weaver. They all emerged from Yale. They emerged from Gillar. They emerged from NAU. The entertainer said they had a similar way as me, but I'm not even close to them, not to the extent that cash, not to the extent that open positions, no place near it. Viola Davis, a Juilliard graduate with 3 Oscar selections, 1 Best Supporting Entertainer for Walls in 2016, notwithstanding being compared to Rhoda Davis, accentuate consistent compensation and less significant jobs, encouraging entertainers of variety to request their value half of what a man is getting compensated. Well, we get likely a tenth of what a Caucasian lady gets, and I'm number 1 on the call sheet, and afterward, I need to go in and I need to hustle for my value. That is what I feel as I'm doing when I request what I feel. Listen, I have an in excess of a 30-year proficient profession I have. I had a companion who said, definitely yet, Viola, your vocation is superior to my vocation. I said, definitely yet. You can't contrast me with you in light of the fact that by and by, I got the Oscar, I got the Emmy. I finished the 2 Tony, I've Broadway, I've done off-Broadway. I've done television. I've done film. I've done every last bit of it. I have a vocation that is likely equivalent to Meryl Road, Julianne Moore. We should Sowery Weaver. They all emerged from Yale. They emerged from Juilliard. They emerged from NYU. They had a similar way as me, but I'm not even close to them, not to the